Let's be honest, you've probably been lied to about grilling vegetables. The usual advice? Just toss them in oil, throw them on the grill, and cross your fingers. But that usually ends with a sad pile of veggies that are either burnt on the outside or a mushy mess on the inside. For the longest time, I figured that was just how it was. I resigned myself to the idea that grilled veggies were always going to be a boring hit-or-miss side dish. I was so close to giving up on getting that perfectly smoky caramelized flavor you only seem to find in fancy restaurants. But then, I stumbled upon a few pro secrets that totally changed my grilling game. These aren't complicated tricks, just the exact techniques that separate the backyard beginners from the pros. And today, I'm sharing them with you. So, forget everything you thought you knew. By the end of this, you'll be making the best grilled vegetables of your life, every single time. It really just comes down to three things: the cut, the marinade, and most importantly, the grill setup. The first secret has nothing to do with the grill itself. It's all about how you cut the vegetables. The biggest mistake most people make is cutting everything into different sizes. That's why you get uneven cooking, with some pieces turning to charcoal while others are still basically raw. The pro move is to cut every vegetable into uniform, bite-sized pieces. This is the only way to make sure everything cooks at the same pace. Think about a classic mix like bell peppers, zucchini, red onion, and summer squash. All fantastic choices for a pellet grill. Carrots, broccoli, and mushrooms are great too. If you're mixing harder veggies like carrots or potatoes with softer ones like zucchini, just chop the dense stuff a little smaller so it all cooks in about the same amount of time. Once you've got everything cut, toss it all into a big mixing bowl. This simple step of making everything uniform is the foundation for a perfect cook. All right, let's talk flavor. Most people stick to oil, salt, and pepper. That's a decent start, but it's not the pro way. The real secret is building layers of flavor. First, give your veggies a generous coat of a high smoke point oil, like avocado or even a standard olive oil. This helps with caramelization and stops everything from sticking. Now, here's where the magic really happens. Add a splash of balsamic or apple cider vinegar. That little hit of acid brightens up the natural flavors of the vegetables and cuts through the smoky richness. Next, get generous with your seasonings. I'm talking sea salt, fresh black pepper, and either minced garlic or garlic powder. Don't be shy here. Vegetables on a grill can handle more seasoning than you'd think. For a little umami kick, a splash of soy sauce or some coconut aminos works wonders. Mix it all up until every single piece is coated. If you've got 20 or 30 minutes to spare, let them marinate to really soak in all that flavor. This is where it all comes together. Managing the heat on your pellet grill. Amateurs usually just blast their vegetables with high heat, which is a surefire way to burn them before they're cooked through. The professional method uses two different temperature zones to get two very different results: deep smoke and a perfect sear. First, you're going to preheat your pellet grill to a low temperature, somewhere between 180 and 250 degrees. This low and slow start is how you'll get that incredible smoky flavor. For wood pellets, a competition blend is always a solid choice, but you could also go with apple or cherry for a sweeter smoke, or hickory for something a bit more robust. You'll also want to use the right tool for the job. A grill basket or a perforated pan is your best bet because it lets the smoke get to every piece. A cast iron skillet will work in a pinch, but you won't get as much of that smoky goodness. Now let's nail the smoke and sear method. Spread your marinated veggies in a single shallow layer in your grill basket. If you overcrowd them, they'll steam instead of roast. Place that basket on your preheated grill at that low 225 degrees temperature. Let them smoke for about 30 to 45 minutes, giving them a stir once or twice to make sure they're all getting some smoke. Some pros even let them go for up to an hour for an even deeper flavor. Once they've had a nice smoke bath, it's time to sear. Take the basket off the grill and crank the heat all the way up to 400 or 450 degrees. This high heat is what's going to give you that beautiful caramelized char on the outside. Once the grill is nice and hot, put the vegetables back on and cook them for another 15 to 20 minutes. or until they're tender with those perfect, slightly charred edges. Just keep a close eye on them at this stage. They can go from perfect to burnt in a hurry. And there you have it. Just look at that. Perfectly cooked vegetables that are smoky, tender but still crisp, and absolutely packed with flavor. No more mushy zucchini or burnt onions. By focusing on a uniform cut, a marinade that actually builds flavor, and that pro smoke and sear technique, you can get results just like this every single time. The difference is truly night and day. If these pro tips helped you level up your grilling game, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more recipes that will change the way you cook. Give this method a shot and let me know in the comments how it transforms your grilled veggies. Don't forget to hit that subscription and like button for more pellet grill tips, tricks, and recipes.